our record in this country right now is $33 trillion in debt, facing $2 trillion annual deficits. We're in so much debt. We're driving up deficits so fast. We are devaluing American money so rapidly that in America today, you can't even bribe Democrat senators with cash alone. You need to bring gold bars to get the job done, just so that the bribes hold value.
Welcome back to Tipping Point. I'm your host, Kara McKinney. So that was Florida Congressman Matt Gaetz the other day when I was gone, and it was too good for me not to bring it up. His joke about the corruption and the bribery charges facing Democrat Senator Bob Menendez are spot on, as Gaetz and the House Speaker continue to clash over reductions in federal spending, with a potential government shutdown looming if a deal is not made before midnight on Sunday. As the 2024 fiscal year budget talks continue to consume Congress, three major crises also are complicating matters. First of all, we're still living through the financial fallout from government tyranny during the COVID years, where high inflation and high interest rates are only part of the story. Secondly, the financial squeeze of Biden's border crisis. And lastly, the U.S. auto worker strike. But before we get to that last situation and President Trump's visit to Detroit, Michigan, where he spoke directly to auto workers instead of speaking with a bunch of Con Inc. establishment Republicans on yesterday's debate stage, let me linger, though, for a moment longer on immigration. The founder and editor of Compact Magazine, Sohrab Ahmari, summed up a brilliant piece in his outlet by Michael Lind, explaining why the sanctuary city policy is a Ponzi scheme. Ahmari's summary is as follows. Low-wage migrants are welcomed as servants for the managerial elite, tenants for slumlords, clients for public agencies and nonprofits, and riders for mass transit, end quote. But despite all the graphs and charts that are shoved down our throats to say that immigration, both legal and illegal, are at the heart of our economic engine, all you have to do is look around and see how it only impoverishes everyone, specifically American citizens. The price for housing and other necessities is increasing, wages are stagnating, and infrastructure and the public benefits paid for by the taxpayer are being pushed to the breaking limit, as more people are using them than are putting in. Just listen to this 95-year-old Korean War vet recounting how he was essentially evicted from his own nursing home in New York City to make way for illegals.
It was very disgraceful what they did to the people in Island Shores. They gave us time to get out, but they never said when, and they never said they were going to get us out. And then one day, there's a thing on the board, a notice on the board, you gotta be out by March 15th. I think that gave us like a month and a half to find out where we're gonna go. I thought my suitcases were gonna be on the curb because I'm not that fast. If it wasn't for my daughter, they would have been on the curb. But that's what it happened, and that was it. I said, no, you're not moving me. And they said, yes, we are. And everything was done behind closed doors. Yeah. And we didn't have a chance to actually make any attempt to stop them because there wasn't enough time.
Think about it. That's his reward for having served his nation honorably. And let's be honest, that aside from a few who honestly want to become American despite coming here illegally, the vast majority spin on the flag and mock everything this man fought for, dismissing it as some white supremacist regime that must be uprooted completely and looted to the ends of the earth. It reminds me of what happened during the COVID years when they thought vaccines, again, I want to be clear on that, when they thought the vaccines were going to be a whole lot more effective and life-saving than they actually were. The government and bioethicists and other elites said that older people in America are too white as a whole, as a demographic, and therefore should be moved back in line to die. Specifically, I'm referring to comments made by Harold Schmidt from the University of Pennsylvania. He told this to the New York Times that, quote, society is structured in a way that enables them, meaning white older Americans, to live longer. Instead of giving additional health benefits to those who already had more of them, we can start to level the playing field a bit, end quote. He, Harold Schmidt, is literally talking about killing off old people for the crime of being too white. And he has the nerve to call that leveling the playing field. It's like when Obama called the 4 dead Americans at Benghazi bumps in the road, like it was a minor setback. That's your brain on wokism. So it's no wonder they're breaking our economic system too, in order to rebuild it in a way that benefits the left-wing elite and subjugates the rest of us.